always on the go, but the day just won't be one without your Hollywood fix. Let Golden State Media Concepts Entertainment Podcast take care of that. An all-inclusive look of pop culture.
Hey guys, and welcome to GSMC Entertainment Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Podcast Network. I am your host, Cynthia, and as always, super excited to be back for another episode here. And I hope you all had a great, successful, productive, or super chill week since the last time we talked on here. Nothing new has changed for me, really. Same old quarantine style kicking back. I've done a lot of online shopping since last week. So I'm currently wearing some blue light blocking glasses right now that I'm so obsessed with. So blue light blocking glasses are great for reducing headaches, especially, with increased screen time. During this quarantine, I've been on my phone nonstop, just wasting time mindlessly and endlessly scrolling through Instagram. I don't know why. I just lost a little bit of motivation these last few days. And I've got myself some blue light blocking glasses for that reason, because I know my screen time has gone up. My iPhone tells me every single day that my screen time has gone up. And that's why I was, okay, let me protect my eyes then. If I'm going to be watching all this Netflix and watching YouTube videos and whatnot, I need to protect my eyes. So that's exactly what I did. Did some retail therapy, bought myself some blue light blocking glasses from Key, Australia. I played about 20 rounds total of Uno with my family. We are currently obsessed with Uno. That's basically all we do every single night. So that's been great. And then I was on a FaceTime or Zoom call with my cousin and my sister. And that's basically it, y'all. Nothing new. Just I've lost a little bit of motivation. Like I said, I go through these cycles where there will be a couple days where I hit a peak, I hit a peak and I'm super motivated and I just want to take on the day, and I have this to-do list and I'm just so disciplined in what I need to get done. And then there's other days like these last few that I'm just so unmotivated. I've even lost my appetite. I just don't want to do anything. I even watching Netflix has been a hassle for me just because I have to pay attention to a show. So I don't know. I've been in this weird cycle lately. I don't know if you guys have been feeling the same way as I have, but this quarantine is just kicking my butt. And I know I'm not here to complain. I'm very thankful that I am not risking my life like our frontline healthcare workers, our grocery store sanitation workers, our mail carriers, all of those essential workers that are putting their life at risk every single day to keep us home and keep us safe. I'm not taking that for granted, and I'm thankful. I don't want to sound like a brat on here, and I don't want you guys to think I'm a brat, but as an extrovert, this has definitely been a challenge. I'm constantly around people, and it's been rough. I'm not gonna lie. It's been rough lately. The first couple of weeks have been okay, but I feel like now I'm just getting very antsy and I just don't want to do anything. I don't know. This isn't a therapy session, so let's move on to what we're really here to talk about, which is entertainment news and the entertainment industry. We have some exciting topics to talk about today. We're going to be talking about our favorite Instagram star at the moment, Leslie Jordan, which, by the way, if you have not heard of Leslie Jordan or have not followed him, you need to. He's producing quality content right now that you would all love. And next, we'll be talking about T.I. in regards to his comments he made on his daughters. And then last but not least, I'll be sharing with you guys the entertainment pick of the week. So for all of my new listeners who are tuning in right now, each week I pick either an album, a TV show, a movie, something that, related to entertainment. And basically it's my recommendation. And let's get into it. So Leslie Jordan, he continues to be the Instagram star the world needs right now. He is providing us with endless laughs. Like I said, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to log onto Instagram right now and follow him and watch his content and his videos because they are everything, okay? The 64-year-old has always been known as a beloved actor with standout roles in shows like Will and Grace and American Horror Story, where I first discovered him. But he's recently risen to fame on the social media platform for his daily broadcasts. These often viral videos include everything from showbiz stories to singing and dancing, though they all aim to lift the spirits of anyone who's feeling down as the coronavirus outbreak continues. Leslie Jordan checked in with E's Jason Kennedy on Instagram Live for In the Room on Monday, where he explained that until recently, he didn't even know what the words viral and monetize meant. In fact, when one of Leslie's videos took off, he described a friend calling him to say, "You're viral," only for him to respond, "No, honey, I'm fine. I'm here at Mama's. I don't have the virus." He's so funny, and especially in his, little Southern accent, he's like, well, there is some cussing in his video, so I won't say it on here, but I live for his daily broadcasts. And even though monetizing content is the name of the game on Instagram, especially for those with millions of followers, which Leslie has recently garnered, he said he has no plans to do so as long as people are practicing social distancing. He says, I've been approached. I said, listen, I just do this for fun, for free, and I got a big job lined up. Call me Kat. I got a big television series coming on Fox. I don't need, I'm going to be rich as she, that's what he says. That's the typical Leslie Jordan, comment. And I love that, he's like, I'm not here for the money. I'm not on Instagram and social media to make money or to monetize anything. I'm just doing this for pure joy. It's fun. I want to make people laugh. And I love that he's like, I'm already rich. I don't need that extra money. I have a big show. So I just love that confidence he exudes. And he needs to just stay here forever and ever, okay? We need to protect Leslie Jordan at all costs. He continued, until the hunker down is over, I'm going to do it for free and fun. After that, woo, all bets are off. I'll be the biggest chore in Hollywood. See, I almost said it. Until then, Leslie Jordan said he doesn't want to get in the habit of planning content. He does, however, intend to maintain his position as founder and the guiding light of the Dylan McDermott fan club for middle-aged gay men. This is what Leslie Jordan says. And I'm right now the only member, but interest has been expressed and I've been asked to open it up beyond gay people, and I'm considering that. I'll bring that up at the next board meeting, which is me. I'm the only one on the board. Otherwise, Leslie Jordan doesn't feel any pressure to churn out content or use props, as one of his followers once suggested. And while he tends to avoid the comment section on his posts, he does enjoy other sorts of feedback. The best commentary, he told Jordan, comes in the form of random texts and calls from all sorts of people. Because I was for years in the rooms of recovery, which I'm very open about. I've been completely clean and sober for 22 years. I've given my phone number to every drunk in Hollywood, Leslie Jordan explained. There's not an old drug addict in Hollywood that doesn't have my phone number, because that's a part of my recovery, helping people. And it seems as though that's what he's continuing to do, one video at a time, one daily broadcast at a time. So Leslie Jordan, if you ever listen to this podcast, Thank you for these daily broadcasts. They truly lighten up my day and everyone's day. So please continue to make them because you bring so much joy to everyone, especially during these times of anxiety and worry and, the unknown. And you guys, we're going to cut into our very first break right now. When we come back, we're moving on and talking about T.I. and his concerns with his daughters and dating.
Want to find out what movies to go see? Then check out the GSMC Movie Podcast. It's your ticket to the latest movies, whether it's a new blockbuster event, romantic, comedy, or action flick. This show has got it all covered. They talk some what to go see now. Don't bother. What's hot on Netflix and everything in between. That's GSMCpodcast.com/movie-podcast. When it's all about the movies, it has to be this new show. Don't forget to like them on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. Visit GSMCpodcast.com for more info.
Hey guys, and welcome back to GSMC Entertainment Podcast. So in the previous segment, we started talking about Leslie Jordan and the light that he's bringing to all of us through his daily broadcasts and videos, which we all love. Moving on, we're going to be talking about T.I. and specifically how T.I., there's a double standard when it comes to T.I. and his kids, right? He has daughters and sons, and he is extremely, extremely overprotective over his daughters and not his sons. When it comes to the dating world, it's safe to say T.I. is one protective dad. Not that it's a bad thing, but if you're going to hold a standard for the girls, you got to do the same for the boys. Ahead of tonight's brand new T.I. and Tiny Friends and Family Hustle, E! News obtained an exclusive sneak peek at the rapper's conversation with his close friend Monica. When Monica reveals that one of her sons has started dating, she can't help but express some concerns. She says, you don't gotta give him a little space, but I'm not overbearing, so he keeps talking to me, the singer shared. I don't want him to feel like, damn, I don't want her around. But according to T.I., he thinks men need a bit more extra space to figure things out without mom's help. Listen. It's supposed to get to a point where they can handle it on their own and they don't want you all in their business, he shared. If it doesn't get to that point, something's gone terribly wrong. But wait, he isn't done yet. T.I. later appeared in a confessional interview where he shared more thoughts on his own children dating. This is what he said. To be honest with you, I only feel the need to protect the girls from heartbreak. So for me, it's about making sure that my daughters grow up as happy and unencumbered by outsiders tweaking their emotions as possible. He shared, that doesn't mean that I don't want my daughters to date or have experiences. It just means I know that they will hold on to those experiences, and I don't know how that will translate when they come out of it. So a lot of insecurities with T.I. I don't know who hurt him or what, but I feel like there's some underlying issues there when it comes to his daughters, if I'm being truthful, okay? Tonight's episode airs just a few months after T.I. spoke about his controversial comments regarding his daughter, Deja Harris. So for those of you who are not aware, I'll give you a refresher. The rapper previously said on the Ladies Like Us podcast that he goes to the gynecologist with his 18-year-old daughter in order to check her hymen. That is just so wrong on so many levels. Can you imagine your 18-year-old self, ladies, having your dad come with you to check on that? That is just a complete invasion of privacy, and that's just not any of his business. So I just can't believe he would do something like that. He later appeared on Red Table Talk to address his remarks. This is what he had to say. My intentions, I think, have been terribly misconstrued and misconceived. Let me go set the record straight. I never said I was in any exam room. That is an assumption. That is a falsity. I never said that it was being done present day as an 18-year-old. I never said that her mother wasn't present. Her mom was present every time. The controversy is also expected to be addressed later this season on the VH1 show. But still, what do you guys think about his controversial comments that he said a few months back regarding him checking her hymen? I mean, he said this out loud on a show on live TV regarding his 18-year-old daughter. So I don't know what exactly was misconstrued. What did we not understand? But those are the exact words that came out of your mouth, T.I. So I don't know. And in a new interview, Zonique Pullins has decided to speak publicly for the first time about her sister Deja Harris and their relationship with T.I., who has confirmed time and time again that he is an overprotective father only to his daughters. Zonique, who is promoting VH1's T.I. and Tiny Friends and Family Hustle, spoke to Hollywood Live and had this say about the situation that took place with T.I., where he shamed Deja by talking about her virginity. Tiny Harris's daughter stated, "Now that I'm a little older, I've gotten a little better for me, but he is definitely super overprotective. I just hope that Harris, which is the youngest of all of them, I just hope that Harris doesn't get it as bad as Deja and me. I always think that Harris is going to have it the worst because, she's the youngest of 7 kids. She's a girl, and due to this repetitive pattern that we see time and time again with T.I. and his daughters, they think that she's going to get it the worst." Zonique also addressed the double standard when it comes to rules for his sons and daughters. She stated, "Since we were all younger, he's always been super protected over the girls, and it always seemed like the boys could just do whatever they want. My mom will always argue, like, you don't care that the boys go on dates. You let their girlfriends come over. We meet their girlfriends. It's all cool. It's like a regular thing. But, if I'm in a relationship and I bring my boyfriend over, the whole family has to talk to him. He has to go outside with Pops and have these hour-long conversations." This is all what Zonique had to say. Zonique also opened up about her dating life. She has been with rapper Bandhunada Izzy for several years now. She shared, "This relationship is my most serious relationship. I actually live with my boyfriend now and stuff like that. And both my parents actually seem to really like my boyfriend, but Pop still pretty much does the same thing. He still has to take him outside to talk for an hour or whatever. But I feel like my boyfriend now is kind of like his match. I feel like he sees a lot of his younger self in my boyfriend. So even though he likes him, he's kind of always watching him with the side eye." Zonique is speaking her truth with a lot of confidence, which I love. So do you guys think T.I. will change his ways? I don't know. I feel like again, this is all opinion, right? My opinion. I think he has a misogynistic mindset. You can't have double standards for your children. You either got to treat your boys the same ways you treat your girls, or you got to treat the girls the same way as the boys. So if you're letting, the boys bring all these girls over and it's all chill, you got to do the same for the girls. I mean, I can't imagine growing up in a household like that. To be honest, out of my experience, my parents, my mom was the more protective one. Like, I wasn't ever allowed to spend the night anywhere. As far as dating, I didn't really start dating till I got out of high school. Like in college, I started dating. So there wasn't really any issue with that because I generally just didn't have any interest in dating anyone while I was in high school. And I'm just so glad I didn't grow up in a household where there was double standards. Like, my mom treated us all fairly, and just because my brother's a boy and my sister and I were girls, the standard was the same for both. So there's always that mutual respect between all of us. I will say this though, for sure, I was the one that was breaking the rules and breaking grounds here. So she was the most strict on me because I was the one pushing the limits. I'm also the middle child, so I'm like the black sheep of the family. You know what they say. And my brother definitely got it the lenient. They were so lenient on my brother, and I believe it's because I was the one pushing the boundaries, then my sister, and then by him, they're like, you know what? It's fine. Do what you want. As long as you go to school, get good grades, you know, you don't get anyone pregnant, like, we're happy over here. So, definitely I think there's some, I don't know why TI is like this, but I don't think it's right. Like I said, there can't be double standards with your kids. You got to treat your kids all equally. Same rules need to apply to both genders. All right. You either got to be super overprotective with your boys, just like you are with the girls, or you got to be really cool and laid back with your girls, how you are with the boys, right? Let me know in the comments if you guys agree with me or if you agree with TI's, you know, way of doing things. And you guys, we're going to cut into our next break here. And when we come back, I'll be sharing with you guys my entertainment pick of the week.
Tired of searching the vast jungle of podcasts? Now listen close and hear this out. There's a podcast network that covers just about everything that you've been searching. Hey! The Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network is here. Nothing less than a podcast bliss with endless hours of podcast coverage. From news, sports, music, fashion, cooking, entertainment, fantasy, football, and so much more. So stop lurking around and go straight out to the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. Guaranteed to fill that podcast itch. Whatever it may be. Visit us at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter and download us on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play.
Hey guys, and welcome back to GSMC Entertainment Podcast. So we are done talking about T.I. and his double standards in his household. We are now going to be discussing my favorite topic here, which is the entertainment pick of the week. Of course, this is my favorite because I picked it, right? This is the content that I've been engaging in for the past week, and I wanted to share with you guys on here today. So for this week's entertainment pick of the week, it is this newly released R&B soul album titled A Muse and Her Feelings by Division. So Division's new album, A Muse and Her Feelings, produced by 1985. This alternative R&B duo Division are the latest artists on the OVO roster to take the spotlight. Their third studio album, A Muse and Her Feelings, the group's first in 3 years, is out from Friday, just this past Friday, and sees the much-awaited reunion of the talent shared by singer Daniel DeLay and OVO in-house producer 1985. The R&B duo Division gets deep into its feelings on its long-awaited new album, A Muse and Her Feelings, 3 years after the release of 2017's Morning After. So that's when I discovered them in 2017 and haven't heard anything since then. The duo, consisting of singer Daniel DeLay and producer 1985, gained popularity after its release of With Me in 2015. The duo's mainstream attention skyrocketed after it was signed to Drake's record label, OVO Sound. DeLay has the voice of an R&B angel, you guys, and listeners can feel his emotions through his genuine, unfiltered, and sentimental style of crooning. 1985 has been recognized with several awards for his producing, including 3 Grammy nominations, and he even won a Grammy as a songwriter for Drake's Hotline Bling, which I didn't know that 1985 wrote that song for Drake, Hotline Bling. That's a bop. On A Muse on Her Feelings, Daly sings in a tone that contains so much emotion that you can hear the yearning in his voice. 1985 is super artistic with the production, especially with the endings of each track. Some tracks end with a short monologue, others with choir sounds or catchy beats, and others link to the next track. It's truly, you guys, a masterpiece. A masterpiece. And not gonna lie to you guys, I was today years old when I found out that Division is a duo group and not a single individual. This whole time, since 2015 when I discovered them, I thought it was one person, okay? I did not know they were a group, so learn something new every day, right? And this is what Apple's editor's note had to say about the album. Division in 1985 make music that should come with a warning sign. To hit play is to risk texting an ex or drowning in a pool of emotions you didn't even know you had. Reverently channeling 90s R&B, their slinking songs of fumbled relationships, heavy with sexual tension, double as meditations on toxicity, a hall of mirrors for those to whom love doesn't come easy. So this album, you can definitely expect it to keep you in your feels. You'll definitely be all in your feelings. It's definitely R&B. It's a mix of modern, old school R&B. And they also worked for Division's 2016 debut album, September 5th. Some of the features for this project include Party Next Door, who also recently released an album a few weeks ago and who's also signed onto Drake's OVO label. So features are Party Next Door, Future, Snow Allegra, and Summer Walker, just to name a few of my favorites. There are a couple others. There are 16 tracks total in this project. My personal favorites are Still Pray For You, Dangerous City with Ty Dolla $ign, So What, Keep It Going, Flawless Do It Well Part 3 featuring Summer Walker, and Between Us featuring Snow Allegra. Dangerous City is a vibe, you guys. Ty Dolla $ign's and Division's vocals, as well as Buju Banton's sound, all blend so seamless, so well together. The duo actually first played the track and teased it at their Coachella 2019 set, and they also brought out Ty Dolla $ign for the performance. So it's been, hanging out in his little music library for a while, but we just received it this past Friday. So again, that is Dangerous City. That's for sure probably top 3 of my favorite tracks. Next, we have So What. So What is a dancehall fusion track. And if you guys know me by now, then you know I love Afrobeats, Caribbean music, sounds, island vibes. I'm all for it. This song is going to make you guys want to dance. It's going to make you want to wind your hips. It's a total bop. So What? Like, I literally found myself dancing in my bedroom. Love the song. Keep It Going is pretty similar to So What. Keep It Going is another dance hall fusion track. Again, it's going to make you want to get up on your feet, dance, and best believe that both of these tracks were added to my Island Vibes playlist. And Flawless Do It Well Part 3. This song, all right, I'm going to keep as PG as I can. This song is for the strippers, the strip club. He's literally talking about icing you out with jewelry and throwing money at you. So it's definitely more of a sexual song. Flawless Do It Well Part 3. And of course, he has Summer Walker join him on the track, which I just love. I love both of their sounds together. Between Us is another amazing track. It's produced by 1985, who's a Division member, and features a sample of Usher's 1997 classic Nice and Slow. It also flips the chorus from Division's 2019 track In Between. So it's crazy because Between Us, he samples not just Usher's, but he samples his own track from 2019. Instead of In Between, he changed it to Between Us. On March 20th, this track was dropped as a single, which this is actually the first track from the project that I listened to, was Between Us. And Between Us marks the first collaboration between Division and Snow Allegra. And I hope more collabs in the future with these two, because again, their sounds are just magic to your ears, people. And if you don't know who Snow Allegra is, what are you doing? Because she is coming up. She's this Persian R&B singer. Absolutely love her sound as well. A muse in her feelings symbolizes a decidedly different direction for Division, and possibly the one they needed for the specific moment in time. Many music listeners have developed an ever-shortening attention span in the last decade, demanding many artists to constantly present something new or risk fading into the public's collective memory. Division made it a point to present something completely new for their third studio album, and in the process demonstrated their ability to adapt and deliver sounds that even fans wouldn't expect. And they actually did it. They definitely delivered, and I try to go with no expectations, because again, expectations lead to letdowns, and then you're just like never impressed with anything. And out of a 10, I would give this album like an 8. I think the production's solid, amazing features. I love the variety and sound. You know, you got dance hall fusion, you have more slower ballads. So I love the variety within the project, and you can tell these aren't just quick little singles that he put in together and called it an album. Like, the album from start to finish is cohesive. There's a theme, and I truly appreciate that in an artist. And you could tell, you know, they put a lot of thought and hard work into this, and it was worth the 3-year-long wait. And you guys, that's going to wrap up today's episode here at the GSMC Entertainment Podcast. We talked about Leslie Jordan's viral Instagram videos. We talked about T.I.'s double standards with regards to dating in his household. And then for my entertainment pick of the week recommendation is Division's latest R&B album, A Muse in Her Feelings. Please let me know in the comments if you loved what I had to discuss today. Let me know in the comments if you already listened to Division's album. What do you think? Do you like it? Do you not? And as always, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's episode. If you liked what I had to talk about, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. That tremendously helps the show. And as always, wishing you all a very happy, healthy, and successful week ahead.
You've been listening to the Golden State Media Concepts Entertainment Podcast, part of the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. You can find this show and others like it at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Download our podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and Google Play. Just type in GSMC to find all the shows from the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network, from movies to music, from sports to entertainment, and even weird news. You can also follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. Thank you, and we hope you have enjoyed today's program.